Check, check, check. Check here.
Can you hear me?
Barely. You can turn this one up if you can. That's should do it there. That one. Check, check, check if you can hear me.
Yep. John, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Awesome.
So now this is what will control our volume to the stream.
Okay.
Well, I tell you what, I'm going to welcome everybody here to the Cheyenne Gym, where we got some matches going on right away here. Looks like we're going to start the duel right away between Bismarck Legacy and the Cheyenne Mustangs. We're starting out, looks like, at 107.
Folks, we apologize for the delay. We had a lot of good opportunities for the JV kids, and they wrestled a whole bunch this afternoon, so that was awesome to see.
On the other mat, which we'll flag over to every once in a while if Cheyenne's not wrestling, you got Bismarck High going up over there against Fargo Davies. So as we don't have a list of the wrestlers up here, I'm going to have to pull up on track, so you got to apologize here. And as they go, we will do our best. Chris Zinke and John Gums, I know they have a little thing here. Look at that. We're on the bottom now. That's who's actually going to be talking. And so
Griffin McGee and Dylan Sadness, these guys, was this the Rotary final, I think?
This was the Rotary final.
Hotly contested.
Well, I tell you what, Sadness had a great Rotary tournament. His intensity got just majorly increased. Basically, Thanksgiving on here has just really improved. You know, I saw, you know, McGee had a great match. He had lost to the wrestler from Bismarck High, in fact, Ireland. Yep, Ireland. So
wrestled them down in Rapid and kind of got cooked, and then beat them at the Rotary. So
and wrestled them really well. So I was expecting actually this to be a better match in the finals, but Dylan Sadness kind of took it to McGee. So as we went through the rankings and stuff like that, this is basically could be 1 and 2 in the state right now, or at least 2, 3. Because I think that with the splits right now, Ireland's still the #1 seed would be in the state.
Rankings are fun.
Oh, yeah.
Rankings are fun.
Don't prove a thing. McGee has a chance to score there.
15. I don't know if you guys can see the score clock. Kind of a different format than Mustang Media's normal broadcast, but you'll see the score clock above the E in Cheyenne. So right now we got about 4, 3, 2. Okay.
And no change in position. Something's changed a lot. I don't know, you watch it too in wrestling where you got a lot of leg passing going on, reaching back. In the old school days, it just didn't happen. And that's what Chris and I are, old school.
I am old school. As the hair that shows underneath my baseball cap says I'm old school. Okay, start the second. Griffin's down.
I think that's made Sadness better too. You've got to imagine who he has to wrestle in the room all the time.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so he's got a couple state champs to work with every day in the room. And probably he's taking a beating a little bit. Nick Ensmuir and Joey getting a group of 3 there. You better get better quick. But I tell you what, as you guys watch these duels, very interesting matchups because, you know, we used to have this basically the East-West, which they basically 7 duels over the weekend. Now they just broke it down to 2.
Yeah, the Metro duels, it was a good format, and I think Griffin.
Yep. Reached back, got taken in that cradle.
So I say it on every broadcast, and John's new here. I'm not Switzerland. I'm not neutral. I had a kid wrestle for Cheyenne for a long time. My second one is still wrestling for Cheyenne.
Yep.
So I am just a fan with a microphone.
Well, they told me to hit you with a couple zingers.
Oh, yeah, I deserve everything for sure.
Yeah, the zinger was Carrington people got potty mouths. From a broadcast.
Griffin!
Oh, he's got a catch.
So he gave up 4 near fall. Now he's got 2 reversal, and he's got a cradle.
And honestly, on a home broadcast, it should have somebody.
I'm not the national guy for the NFL.
He's got a couple counts.
Oh my
and
gosh,
he's got
that's
a chance to pin him here,
15 seconds left.
He's in major trouble. Rolled off the other side. That was close.
15.
Pushing back up. What did he get? It's going to be close. He get
So,
4, 3 only.
Oh, whew. So, and
wow, old school referee probably didn't know he gets to count to 4 in the heat of the battle.
you know, I've been known to help officials when they need it.
From the stands, I'm pretty good at it too.
I'm gonna try not to do that. I'm gonna do my best.
Well, tighten that up a little bit, make 7-5. Tell you what, this 107-pound weight class is really stacked up to be something pretty nice.
A lot of back and forth with these kids.
Ooh.
And
Watch the figure 4 here a little bit and close. And he's very high, not in a very good position here. He's got to try to kick that leg out and stay under the arms.
Oh, Griffin.
Really high. Oh, there he backs back up. Back in the saddle, we call it.
So, 30
Really
seconds
really
gone.
cranking that half, but really getting too high trying it.
Griff.
It's going to fall off the front if you can pop his head out. Better squeeze that pretty tight to your side. Might call a stalemate here.
Yeah, we're hoping for a stalemate here is about the best we can get out of this, I think.
He does hook the legs back in. Still has his head caught in there.
Griff.
We got a bad angle, but if you're at the other side, his head's still getting cranked. There it is, peeking out.
Oh,
see?
That's about the best situation we could have hoped for.
Yep.
Now, we're still down 2 with a minute to go, minute 3 to go.
Sadness almost looked dizzy getting up there.
Oh, they gave him a loss of control. Or maybe we said put him up.
I think you said put him up.
Which makes sense. 3-point takedown.
Yep. As I look at the Lundys, somebody over there is in control. I don't know which one sometimes. Oh, trying to get a big throw. He's got both arms caught.
Oh, Griff.
But he hooked the leg. He's still no points. I know Legacy's yelling for 3. I heard the old school 2, but that's not what it is anymore. Yeah. And he does get the takedown.
Arujo got the first one for BHS over on the BHS Davies mat.
Yep, Arthur came out with the victory over there. Yeah, sorry we can't have 2 mats going at once, but this is the Cheyenne Network for a reason, guys. You guys will definitely get, if you're watching out of Bismarck, you'll get to watch that duel against Cheyenne next time. Like I said, if there's blood time or any downtime, we'll flip over to the other mat. Right now we're going to concentrate in Cheyenne, guys.
So the scoreboard's wrong. It should be 11-5 Legacy. Shows 8-8. The benefit is you guys can barely see it on the broadcast, but it shows 8-8. It should be 11-5 Legacy. 8 seconds to go.
They're waiting on it just a touch. And they were working quite a bit. In fact, it delayed it just a few more minutes, trying to get the track wrestling to go with the clock there. He was going through all the technical stuff. There Lundy was. Coach, that's Lex, right, out of the bunch?
Yep.
Got to look over. They all kind of look the same. Just one's just a little bit bigger than the next, and the next. Maybe a little bit darker here, but. Oh, someone got thrown over there. Oh, Ireland with a fall. The Demons start off pretty hot over in the far mat.
That's a big win for Legacy.
Yep.
Obviously, same result as the Rotary, but I think anybody that watched that final said it could go both ways.
Oh yeah. I mean, he was that close. I mean, he was an inch basically from pinning him there in a quick roll, maybe a half a second, maybe from a fall there.
Yeah.
So that's a big change that could happen in that match. You could see that maybe semis or even the finals. You never know. That could be the 2-3.
Yeah.
But we have another one that just went down 2-107 and is undefeated. That's Max Glaser.
Really?
From
okay.
Dickinson,
All
just
right.
made 7. So there's 4 now in there that are pretty legit at 107. The 4-1 and 2-3 at state is going to be legit. The Drool kid out of Mandan's not so bad in that mix too. You're up at 114.
full disclosure, I summoned my other son to hopefully get us a program.
Okay.
So he's on the way up. You'll see. There he comes up the stairs. Thank you so much, Carter.
Yes.
We appreciate it. 3-point takedown. Grady Olofsson for Cheyenne, 114. I'll give Carter another month of free rent.
Yes, out there right now is Blake Schneider for Bismarck Legacy. Watched Blake wrestle the other night against St. Mary's. Starting to really improve also, but as they start moving their weights so that they can adjust, you know, Legacy does do quite a bit, moving both, got to think of both Nick and Joey, not afraid to move them up and try some different things here just to get more wins.
Grady, that a boy. Okay, now we talked about it on the last 2 broadcasts ago against DGF. When you have an opportunity to finish, you got to finish. These team points, and it gets more important as the season goes on, but the team points matter, man.
For sure. There it is.
Okay.
And as a coach, you have to coach your team to put people away.
Yep.
So true.
Agree. Here's one of the Ensmingers, Nick.
Nationally ranked. He's been as high as number 9 in the nation. He's been he made the big 100 board. He was in the top 90, and so that was pretty cool, which is usually a big thing when it comes to D1 recruiting. I know he wants to wrestle somewhere big, just a junior.
And if you're a longtime listener on Mustang Media, which we hope you are,
Thad in trouble here.
Thad. I'm full of factoids, and this one is I used to wrestle Nick's dad in high school. Jeff was a standout at Beach.
I forgot about that. That is correct. That's where his dad's at. Was that
and
okay?
had a good college career.
I remember him too.
And I wrestled Jeff, I'm going to say 2 to 3 times throughout my high school career.
So you wrestled both dads. Pretty cool. I've seen Jeff out in the water fishing. I'm full of factoids that don't matter sometimes.
Hey, join the club, John. Okay. So what do we? Okay, we spent a 30 seconds, first 30 seconds of the match talking about Nick Ensminger as a stud. What are we looking for from Thad?
Well,
okay,
that's a
compete.
Great question.
Compete,
yes.
Thad. You got to go out there and compete, and you're wrestling a tough kid, and he's earned these accolades for a reason. But let's compete, and that's going to translate down the road, not just today, but down the road.
And there's a fall.
Okay.
That's one that Legacy expects. I mean, there's no doubt. Now with the quick scoring, I can see a tech fall happen if really somebody puts the effort in there and doesn't go to his back. Guess what? You can tech fall me. That's a point. I'm not giving up, and that's what you need to expect out of some of your guys in these big matches. Same with this Joey match here.
Okay, and Jackson's a senior.
Yep.
And these guys wrestled. Was it Rotary Quarters?
Yep. You're correct.
Didn't go the way Jackson wanted. And so you're going to say, what have you done the last couple weeks to close the gap a bit? So
on the other side, it looks like that Davies come up with a win at 127. We'll update you on the scores over there in a bit.
Yeah.
But here's the whole thing. Now, I've watched Joey wrestle. You know, it's kind of funny because I grew up with a pair of twins, of course, Terry and Troy Steiner. And Troy was more dominant early, you know, than Terry was. And this is kind of how I saw Nick and Joey. But Joey's come another level. I tell you what, this next year, he started to turn people. You know, you start seeing he was on the leaderboard all year long last year, 2-point near falls, 3-point near falls. Now this year, he was injured for quite a while. He had broke a rib or at least cracked a rib, and so he was out for several weeks. Now he's starting to move up the board. He's very good on top. I think if you're going to exploit Joey, you got to do it on his feet.
And that's where if Jackson's going to win or lose this match, it's going to be in neutral. Oh,
nice sweep.
These are shots we got to finish.
Yep. So true. That was a nice sweep single. He's got a post again to clear some space. You know, just diving under Joey's not going to work. You're going to have to do it again. Clear this elbow, get it past. Because right now, ahead in the hole, a little stalemate there. It's actually a good call by the referee there. And I should know this referee's name. I've seen
Guy
him forever.
Kimball.
That's right. Guy. He's the guy. Oh, see, sloppy right there a little bit by Jackson. You know, he just went to his hands and Joey capitalized. Nice hand control. Put his hand in the hip pocket. Nice little escape. That's good technique. You see certain things coaches do too well. You know, making sure you're not on your belly, getting broke down. It's one place I've seen Cheyenne really get better the last 3-4 years.
So if I was going to give Jackson 10 seconds of advice, it would be trust your setups. Joey's too good to just overwhelm him.
Yeah.
Right.
You better
and
stay,
there's matches.
But you notice how he backed down in his stance. He started off with a really good stance. There he was standing up straight. It was just a little snap, and he was out of position, taken down easy, because he kind of slowed down on his intensity. That intensity has to stay, no matter what. And see, there comes those easy tilts, those bottom wrist tilts that the Ensmingers are very good at.
And I would say this match is a good example of the new rules. Okay, two takedowns and a 4-point near fall.
Yep. I thought the score should be way different. Shouldn't be 10-1.
Last year it would be for sure. But I would say a lot of
try a little lat toss.
I would say a lot of the rule changes have been good for wrestling.
I think that's a tech, or maybe we don't have a good scoreboard.
No, they're.
Yeah. Okay.
I think we got a light burnt out.
Maybe that's what it is. You guys, we're sorry. It looks like it's 4-6. We got lots of lights burnt out, or I don't know what happened there. So they gave the Cheyenne the defective clock over there.
That's BS, man. We're the home team.
Well, now that makes it should be 14-6. Legacy leads. Now we should have Chase Clemenson coming out against Hunter Olson. That's Hunter Olson out there.
Okay. I don't know about past history on these two.
I know very little, but I've watched Hunter wrestle, and he's another one whose intensities just came, up a huge notch. He did place when they went out to Minnesota. I did expect, probably if I had to guess in this match, Chase is favored to win this match. Starting out, so he needs to step it up a little bit to get the team back going here. Hunter Olson is a junior, so he's the same age as the Ensmingers. Another guy, that's where iron sharpens iron is the type of thing, where if you're going to get better, you got guys around you. I remember as a little kid, usually teams, when they had guys in the state finals, they were back-to-back weight classes, or maybe a weight class between them. You think about that, the people around you.
So we got official signaled stalling. I think I'm gonna revert back to I don't know what, I'll help them out. I don't know what's stalling yet.
Yeah.
Now, that's not to say we want Chase's head and shoulders up. We want him coming off the mat. He's got 40 seconds left in this period. Super important to get something back here.
Still trying to figure out what Olson's trying to do here. That's where you see where experience, you just don't see it. He's out of position. It's a chance for Chase. You could do a little Peterson. Yep. He has a chance for Peterson, but kind of missed it here. Now falling to his shoulder, he has to stand his elbow.
If that doesn't work out, let go of their leg and just circle out.
Yep. And he should pop on his elbow. He goes to his shoulder, you get buried. You can basically put your hips down pressure-wise. He's not going to score on that now because of it. When he had him out of position, it could have been a nice Peterson roll. Reversal into back points right there.
Stalemate, 9 seconds to go.
Short time, yep.
3-0 Legacy here in the first period.
Yep. I've watched Chase for several years here. And usually he's in pretty good condition, so I expected a little more here. To be honest, he's got to bring that intensity a little bit. Going to his feet.
Legacy defers. We choose neutral. Chase, move your feet, buddy.
There we go. Good little fakes.
Okay.
Oh, nice. Pass by here. Trying to markle it.
I don't know if that's
nope,
3 yet.
Doesn't quite get it.
That might be.
Guy,
come on.
Didn't get under both arms.
Oh, he gave it to him.
Wow, that's close.
Oh.
That's, as not being necessarily a Legacy fan by sense, that's going to be tight.
That was a close call.
That's a close call. That'd be one if I was a Legacy fan I wouldn't be agreeing with.
Either side could argue on that one. Yes
he
or
did,
no.
but here's what's interesting. On that Markle, you can lock that front head, but you also then, have to get under the arms. It's close. And the initial touch of the hands, sometimes referees call it. So it takes the takedown as touch of the hands. Now let's see if he can get a turn combination. He can start walking this ankle forward and try to get that inside cradle. This opposite half is not a good breakdown.
Okay, minute to go. 4-3, Olsen. Jeez. Move your feet,
Hard
brother.
shot.
Move your feet.
Oh, turn
Oh,
the
my
wrong
gosh.
way. Almost turned the, oh, boy.
Okay, now re-attack.
There's a nice pass by. He can do that all day long. That's nothing.
That's not, no.
But that's a nice, gave him one fleeing the mat. Oh, Legacy might explode here. So here's kind of interesting. You got stories through your college career. You got any about your wrestling coaches? Does he go?
Well, there's probably some of them are PG rated,
Yep.
some of them aren't. But oh, Chase, you got to finish this right at the end of the period too.
3, yes, there it is.
We were actually joking the other day. When you go to some college play, and it's not as much so in high school, but when you go to college, sometimes they have their own refs, right?
Right.
And with the conferences now, they kind of have gotten away from that. They assign, we'll call them neutral guys.
Sure.
But back in the day in Division II, you had the guy probably that was closest in town. And we used to joke, one of the officials at South Dakota State would basically run out with the team. He was so close to the team, he'd run out with them and go through introductions. And it's like, we know what we're going to get when we go down there. And then South Dakota State comes up to Fargo, and it's like, all right, you're going to get the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, that's an NDSU alumni.
That's Reimnitz out there reffing?
So.
Oh, yeah. Those are always good. Hey, I tell you what, this is a battle here. It's now 7-6, Clemenson leading, but not in good position here. Can finish this. Oh, but this is potentially dangerous.
Okay, so Chase is ahead, up 1:45 to go. Invest in the setups, okay?
Yes.
One takedown is going to have a monumental difference.
You know that pass by all day. Over Ty Shuck has worked. That sweep single that we've seen. Hard
licks
double.
Licks back. Ooh, that's not your spot, buddy.
Throws
it is
Good
a
hip,
spot.
good hips, good
I was
hips.
wrong. Okay, now you got here. Oh,
go get
baby.
Oh, pulls it back.
You got
hard.
a minute 13 to go. Oh, wow.
It's a big pin. Favored to win in that match. But I tell you what, that's big. He stepped it up a little bit. And the Legacy wrestler goes back. Not very happy with himself. He tried to go upper body, cost him a little bit. Tried to, jack him up, a little bear hug.
I tried to talk Chase out of that. Jet and Waitson and Brody Kramer.
Now, it's confused me for years doing the rankings because West Fargo guys have about 3 guys that weigh the same weight every year. And then they rotate them between 3 weights. And Jensen's been one of them who's kind of always over the years, I'll wrestle this year 127. Then the next time I see him at 133. Then I'll see him at 27. Then I'll see him down, what, you weighed 20? And I'm going, so they got usually three guys. That's the same thing with Chase. These guys have all kind of been the same size. And Jackson. I'm serious. That I go, who's actually going to grow out of these 3? Because then they stand by each other. And I'm going, they're the same size. Settle themselves out come state,
Yeah, you're going to.
Then you add probably your son in the mix, who was always kind of around their size as they're going up. And
3-1 Legacy. Kramer got the takedown and then gave up a clasping point. Oh, jeepers.
And actually a bow and arrow is illegal here. Good thing you let go of that. Reversal, but got high,
Jetton.
peek out.
So Jetton is never short on action. Maybe sometimes
Too much.
unconventional.
Yep.
Yeah.
Action.
Oh, boy.
Action to just have action sometimes. Yep.
Here's
his power shot. This chance back trip it.
Both duels are at the same weight class. Huh.
Yeah.
Both in the second. We're in the first. They're in the second period.
Yep, he needs to now set up. He needs to get some angles here. You know, trying to get this little Russian tie throw by. Plant the arm. Kramer pushing off on the head. Going to his own Russian. Oh, still nothing. No control either side.
Oh, Jetton. The points at the end of the period sometimes can be killer because you don't have a chance to respond, right? A 3-point takedown's fantastic. 3-1, if you get the escapes, not terrible.
Yep.
But you give up 3 at the end of the period. So
finishing out a period, so true. We haven't updated the score, though. Legacy is 14, and Cheyenne is 12 right now. Sitting at the 139-pound weight class. You guys can probably see that maybe on the score clock over there. Trying this kind of a near side cradle opportunity here.
Start of the second, 7-3 Legacy.
Kramer just trying to peel hands. Going to call, looks like a stalemate.
What we got here? Stalemate?
Nothing was really happening. That's old school too. Surprising enough, some of the new guys let him wrestle a lot longer than that.
Oh boy.
He's got his arm out the backside.
Jetton.
Oh, don't step over.
Oh my gosh, Jetton.
Oh. But as himself, that should be a reversal on back points. And he gets a 2 near fall. I don't know how many times you put somebody on their back and got a 4 count, but only got 2 points. Nowadays you get 4 for it.
I like the fact that they made high school rules consistent with college. You watch college wrestling on TV. The average fan sees college wrestling on TV, and then they go to a high school match and they're confused.
Yep.
I'm glad that they made out of bounds the same. I'm glad they made
Why
near
are you
fall.
stepping over on that?
Ooh. I'm glad they made it the same.
Still with this deep waist going all the way around his back. He's trying to slowly move it, reverse half it. No. But I don't know why he was stepping over on that. It's like somebody looking into a half because it feels better. You know, it makes no sense sometimes. But it hurt, Coach.
Oh, Jetton.
Ooh, comes out the back. There we go.
Okay, so there's 1.
Down 7. That's just a takedown on 4 near fall now. Oh, nice little fake to a snap. Kramer. But he's locking this like he's looking for a big lateral toss or, you know, trying to dive through. Oh, good hips. Good hips. Nope, still nothing. Close.
Oh, my gosh.
What
did he give 3 and then 1?
What in the world is he calling?
He gave 3 takedown.
And 1 escape?
And 1 escape.
Wow, I tell you what.
All right.
I would give this to any referee, and that's never called. You can't do that. There is no control. Wow, but he did. Brings the match a little closer. Good shot. Kramer bailing. And he's consistent. We'll see if he gets fleeing again. Oh, duck. Into a headlock.
Oh, check.
Peeks out.
Oh, did he call off the mat or no?
Well, he gave
Oh,
the 3.
he gave the takedown.
At least we're sitting close to the Cheyenne fans. not the Legacies on the other side. I hear a couple oohs over there. A few grunts. Savageau beats Lardy over there. That's kind of big. Savageau, tell you what, that weight class is completely opened up. 139.
Yeah.
When you got Savageau number 1 and got some early losses, and Lardy was number 2. So Savageau just beat 1 and 2. Oh, can he reach back and turn? There's a reversal.
So now it's 15-9. Minute to go, minute 5.
This near side cradle hasn't worked. I'd try something else. He's just catching that top wrist, turning out.
16-9.
Really shoots with his arms wide, so he gets caught. A lot of underhooks.
Get off the mat there.
Yep.
Okay, get a good start. Yeah.
Oh, there's a sweep. Oh, and he tries to step over it again.
Pull up. I don't know if you can pull him under.
Still no score on that. They're both
30
kind
to
of
go.
Little loosey-goosey, you know.
Yeah, a lot of rolling around.
Makes the parents hold their breath a lot more. Can he markle this? And tucks. Oh, then he pops out the backside. 2 reversal.
So 18-12.
It's a big win for Kramer there.
Yep.
Does not help say Legacy in a bad way. But for Cheyenne, they expect to probably get a victory there. Kramer. Let's see who's checking in now.
Clark Thompson and Jake Matter.
Yep, that's what it looks like. And Clark's another one that's moving up the rankings. He's starting to look pretty good.
He was he at 152 earlier this year?
Yep, the first half of the season. Rotary first time down to 45, which I thought he was going to be a big 52-pounder. Really, as he's got down to 45, he's settled in really well. Looked good. Nice finish there right away. Went between. One thing, if people are watching out there, you get that double with your head caught in between. You got to pick a side. Tell you what, this sit back half series that the Mat Pack is known for.
Mat Pack. If you ask somebody what's Mat Pack known, pull back half.
Yep.
Every single one of their kids does it.
And it translates over to the high school. It still happens.
For sure.
And yeah, that goes back to Renner. Renner's boy, long and just crank people. Jangula, you go back from Napoleon. He got a lot of that. They were always good at halves in Napoleon, but when he started wrestling with Mat Pack, start naming all the people. And have been affected by that sit back half. If you turn the wrong way, Egberg is really good at it. Bismarck, you'll see that over here. Newsma.
Yeah,
you can go back and forth all over. I think the bottomless series that they ran for several years, I don't see that as much this year out of them. The Demons, that is. But the thing about Thompson, I tell you what, he's kind of a leech. When he gets on top, every once in a while he gets himself in trouble too, throwing the legs in.
Oof, that's tight cradle. That's a tight cradle.
And that's not over the head even, if he can lock that up. Ooh, kicks out of it.
Minute to go.
Hey. This is the old let's grab an arm on each side and just see what we can do with them. Can we get a tilt? I actually saw Nick Ensminger did that to a kid. Arm on each side, just rolled him back over the top of his shoulder, lifted him up and pinned him. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Not a conventional move by any means. Do a crossface on one side and butcher on the other.
30 seconds. We'll get a fresh start here.
It's a lot closer than you'd think. Clark Thompson can't find a way to turn him at all. Oh, good stand-up by Madden.
Jake, get your leg down. Get your leg down. Ah! That's exactly what we didn't want.
Got his hips back. Oh, no back points?
So, hold on here.
No back points. You kidding me?
How?
No back points he gave.
One. He signaled like misconduct or something on us.
Punched him in the face, I think, as he was rolling through.
Boy,
but
you have to be, your wherewithal and your skill has to be so good to successfully execute an intended punch there.
Yeah.
I
don't see it.
I don't know that I agree with that call.
I don't either.
This is wrestling, and sometimes things happen.
And pushing somebody in the face is a natural event in wrestling. I'm sorry, it wasn't a fist.
Agree.
It came through, but no back points. That surprises the heck out of me.
I would.
I'd
okay.
like to be in the head of the legacy coaches. He's asking, weren't there back points? You see, they're both standing there, kind of dumbfounded, going, "You got to be kidding me!"
It's almost like the penalty was less punitive than giving back points. All right. I'm just a broadcaster. I'm
we're just helping out.
Not a certified official.
I wouldn't claim to be either.
So, over on the other mat.
We don't have instant replay on this thing. We could go back.
Nope. The fans right now are checking their phones because we used to do that at football games when Mustang Media would broadcast. We'd go back and look at the replay and say, "Ooh, that wasn't holding."
Yeah.
Back to it here though. 15 to go in the first period. 4-0 Thompson.
In Legacy, they're really improved team when it comes to the whole dynamics from top to bottom. They'll be a tough out at the state wrestling tournament.
Agree.
I mean, they have a chance to win it all. The individual, it could be that tight. They've got enough, top power where if they can get 3, maybe 4 in the finals.
They ran away with the Rotary.
Yep.
And obviously that's a stacked field.
Yeah, you got
North Dakota-wise and.
Oh, you add some South Dakota and Montana. Sydney was a little down, but Mather trying to jack him up. Clark Thompson just kind of pushing through it.
Jake, you got to battle in. Okay.
Oh, he's going to get tossed. Pops out of it. Still nothing.
Grab the leg. Good fight, Jake Mattern.
Blood time again, it looks like. Oh, we can flip over just for a second. Not a bad idea. As there's a little blood time, let's hop over here. We're sitting at 152, and I can't even tell you who's wrestling out there right now. I could probably take a peek here. For Davies, I'm guessing at 152, that's probably Strange out there, probably. Or Conroy. I don't know them very
That's
good.
Strange.
That's Strange, I thought so. And for Bismarck,
that's not Halverson.
No. I don't know, Turning Glass didn't make it down there, so I'm guessing that's probably Vanderhook, sophomore. But yeah, just a little peek over there. Looks like team score. Can't quite tell what that says.
They're not showing the team score for some reason.
Not the first time I've switched over and see what this says over here. Bismarck High. And Davies. Okay, team score right now. Bismarck leads 26-10. That is Turning Glass. He made it down to 52. He's been wrestling 60.
Huh.
Against Strange. So that's kind of big.
So Braden Halverson's in street clothes.
Yep. I don't know if he must have got a little injured or something like that. He didn't wrestle last week either. Can go through as they're still cleaning up blood. So far over that match, Arthur Ruggiero beat Cooper Mack by fall. And then at 114, Ireland to Bismarck High got a forfeit. And at 121, Egberg got a victory in 9 seconds over Davies, over Seitzer. And at 127, Tangen from Davies got the win over Zane Thomas from Bismarck High in a fall in 3:17. At 133, Ben DeForest got a 13-1 win over Talon Toucher. And then at 139, Cole Savageau, that's number 1 in the state at 139, over to number 2, Carson Lardy, 11-3. And then at 145, Aiden McLean, Bismarck High, had a 13-2 victory over Marcus Sign. So right now it's turning glass out there, and Isaiah Strange, well, it looks like it's 3-1. And still going over there, just cleaning up blood on the mat and off the wrestler. Getting him a good.
So there is
wipe down.
You can be DQ'd if you bleed forever, right?
Correct.
You don't get to bleed forever.
He only used 52 seconds of the 5 minutes.
You can clean up forever.
Yeah.
long as you stop the bleeding, you can clean up forever.
Yep. And still kind of a closer match than what I've seen, because Clark Thompson's kind of dominated. This gives actually.
Oh, Jake.
And it's lower hips usually win this battle.
Push down on the Wizard, Jake.
Yep. He's come back around, pick that leg up.
Not the Wizard. Yep, stay there. You're good. Don't step over.
Oh, going the wrong
God
direction.
Darn it. It's almost like sometimes they, oh my gosh. It's a good match, man.
Oh.
Both kids are battling. That's all you can ask for.
Yep, short time here, down to just, we got 37 seconds. I thought it was a 0.6 or 7 there, but holding on tight.
Yep, stay there, Jake.
Trying to hook the ankle there.
Oh.
There it is, takedown. It's like Turning Glass got a victory over on the far side. Bismarck High actually looking pretty good for the extras wrestling. Makes it 32-10 over there over Davies.
What are we looking for Jake the next period? Okay, it's 7-0.
Yep.
Obviously, you want to battle. You want to get back in the match. You also want to keep the spread right where it's at.
Yep, a major decision. Make a difference.
No, Jake, don't do that, man.
There it is, end of 2.
Clark Thompson's choice. He goes down.
Bismarck High, Jackson Salander. Haven't heard of him. It's Luke Conroy, and Conroy's got Salander from on his back over there. So Davies trying to get back in it.
Okay.
Now.
Yep. Stay tough on top, Jake. But I was just about to say bust him forward.
Yeah, sometimes you start going for a turn. It's old school method. You better break them down first. You know, trying a little too early. Stalking him, trying to stay in good position.
Oh, legs back.
Standing.
Okay, now you got to fight,
yep,
right? You meant 11-0.
Yep, and he looks like maybe a hard cut coming here. Back in the head.
You always say there's puncher's chance, but you also got to fight.
Yep.
You can't rely on knocking a kid out. And sometimes you got to fight, and sometimes you're fighting for team points. You're not fighting for the match win. You're fighting for team points.
Cross ankle.
That's tight.
Caught it.
Mm-hmm.
If he locks this up, he could be in big trouble. Short order here. Just needs to stack it over his head. Oh, no, bailed on it. But has the Turk. Now, Turk isn't a pinning combination. That's probably good for Jake a little bit. Not usually, unless he rolls through the other way, but you can get some back points. Not giving him the 45.
Okay.
Established a tech here.
Now, Jake, you got to fight off your back, buddy. There we go. Okay. So it saved 1 team point. That's good. In that situation, that's what you're fighting for.
Well, Luke Conroy got a pin over there over Jackson Salander. 1 minute and 51 seconds now brings the Bismarck High duel with Davies to 32-16. Another wrestler for Bismarck High that I do not recognize. It's Remington Anhorn going out for Bismarck High, and Derek Day. As they're cleaning up blood on the far side again, let's flip over there for a second. As Derek Day gets the first takedown over there on Anhorn. Like I said, 32-16. Bismarck High does have the lead.
22-12 right now. Legacy leads Cheyenne.
Yep.
How do I know that? It just flipped on the scoreboard. It's not displaying the whole time, but it just flipped up there. It must be at the end of a match.
Yep. Okay, I'm going to flip it back over. Sorry, Demons fans.
We'll get you the whole next duel.
Yep. Now as we got Stetson out there, this is Mason Dushier for Legacy. This is another spot where you got probably one of your team leaders right here who's gotten a lot bigger. You remember how small he used to be?
He used to be a little kid,
with
yeah.
his ponytail. And as a team leader, what do you have to do? You got to get out there and dominate. He's got a chance.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
there, yes. Go, Steph.
Yep,
okay.
There it is.
Plenty of time.
Yep.
Don't get too excited
Over
here.
early, just settle in. Chest down, get your hips back. That's what he needs to do. Chest down,
Yep.
and a fall. That's what a team leader does right there. 22-18. There's a battle going on here. Up to 160 coming up here now.
This is where I'll reaffirm the fact that I'm simply a fan with a microphone. So
Been there, been there.
I'm just a guy that cheers for my team. Did these guys wrestle at
There's
the
me.
Rotary?
When,
Yep.
when that's happening, same thing. Now, I'm not sure if these guys have faced, have they? I don't think.
They did. It must have been at the Rumble
Peter Schick here.
or the Rotary.
Okay.
I'm thinking it was the Rumble.
Of course, this is Landon Zink out there.
Cradle Landon.
Wow, a big Anhorn came back. Looked like got a fall over there. Was behind. Oh, Landon's got him in trouble. So as you look at the 160, I know it's your son out there. What do you see shaking out there right now?
Well, Tyson Rice
Look pretty darn good.
beat Landon at the Rumble, or excuse me, at the Rotary in the semis.
Yep.
And then Conrad Kapari from Dickinson. Landon wrestled him for third, and they had a tight one.
Okay.
So I know I apologize if I'm forgetting anyone, but I know those three have wrestled.
All right. How about out east here? Is there anybody at 60? Really?
Conroy from Davies has been doing a good job.
Okay.
Maybe some younger kids after that.
Sure.
We have
Is he wrestle Berg out of Minot?
not yet. He wrestled him last year.
Okay.
We have 3 EDC duels left, so we have not seen the Packers or Devil's Lake or Davies.
Sure.
Common events, but maybe not wrestled each other.
Right. Trying this opposite side, must have that bottom wrist. Nope, he's got a wing in. Trying to chicken wing half here. One of my favorite high school moves ever. I'm not sure. Once you get to college, you don't see the chicken wings popping out there. But I tell you what, if you can get one, control those shoulders, moving them toward the ears. You don't want them up so much, but you don't mind if they're starting to get a hip. Now, right here, if I'm the coach and teaching this, I'm going to take his shoulder take that elbow and you got to start moving it toward his ear. Even if he comes up, you got to catch that far side though. Tried to step over. Good balance.
Oh, finish the deal here, buddy.
You just get that bottom shoulder. And
lift that face over to the elbow.
Take it to the other side.
Lift to the
there
shoulder.
It is. See how he made him look the other way? Very good. Oh,
darn it.
But he missed it. He did the right thing, taking his face to the other side, but then he has to control that shoulder on the far side because he's going to want to turn that way. Now, there's a bar arm in now here. It's a good control first period. Feels confident on his feet. That's always a good thing. I think the things that I've watched, to be honest with your son, is when somebody ties him up on his feet, that's usually when he struggles. Make sure you can't shoot. Oh, got some deep there, but
he gets. He's getting. I wouldn't say desperate at this point.
Right.
But you're so after the team points that you do things that are maybe silly.
Yes, things that you wouldn't normally do.
4 minutes left. You have plenty of time if you're diligent.
But he's in a situation where a tech fall is right there, has his point score real quick, and he wants a pin. But so he better set up something really solid here. If he's going to take him to his back, this is his last opportunity.
Next one's got to be tight.
Yep. Now in this situation, I like that half of the other side, but I'd finish it on the half side.
Inside cradle.
Yes, I'd say cradle combination. Walk that near ankle toward you, pull the head. Little head lever.
Yep. I was just about to say the bottom man still has an obligation to do something.
Agreed. Oh! Not giving any back points because no change in position. He's letting the time run out. It's advantage. Lots of time left in the match, though. Now he's freestyling it. That'd be another warning for stalling. He's just laying there.
I don't know that I turn him right here.
Now Legacy's choice. I'm guessing they're going to go to their feet.
I think Legacy chose neutral.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, smart move. Go top.
We picked top, obviously looking more. Oh, is he going to call it? Oh, he called stalling. On. Oh, he called it on us. All right.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
That's laughable to me too. And the guy's laying on his belly purposely.
He's saying we're not getting off to the side enough. We're just covering the hips.
He still don't have a good answer for it. He keeps trying to work that wing. I'm not sure. This kid's got some pretty good shoulders. He's going to just lay there. Says give him a few more seconds and then go neutral. He wants him to get the tech at least then. You don't want just 4 here. Sit back half maybe? Oh, he could have done it.
He didn't wrestle at Matt Pack.
Yeah.
You can't do that.
There's stalling red.
Okay, now you let him go, and you go to 16-1. Or he thinks he can get this arm bar.
still rolls through on this. Petershik.
Come on, Landon.
That makes it 13-2. And Legacy's going to be happy with this match. You know, giving up 4. And actually ties this duel up at 22. And the cut, like you said, should have happened. After that,
Keep your singlet on.
if you could only hear you. These guys.
Yeah, I have a tough time watching teams cheer for a kid that just stalled. And obviously it's my kid on the mat, so I'm not neutral, but you know, he.
Oh, quick Markle. It's got to be 3. Okay, out there, that's Maddox Weigel, who I think has really improved. I watched him wrestle kind of the second half of last season, and he really came on, had a great state wrestling tournament last year.
Definitely on the upswing.
In a tough weight class, he's wrestling Jack Mitchell. And Bismarck High seals the deal on the far side with that victory. As I was expecting a little more out of Davies in that duel, I'm thinking I'll go back and look at that after a while. As the score going into heavyweight is 44-21, the Demons.
Stalemate. We're bringing them back to the same position.
Oh, but I tell you what, everybody's really looking forward to the Bismarck High match coming up next.
Going neutral here.
The intensity will be another level, I got a feeling.
I would imagine so.
We're trying this little dump, Maddox. It's got a little pedigree, Napoleon pedigree there. Grandson of Mickey Weigel. Correct.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
He's probably here.
Did I see Nick or no?
One of Napoleon's state champs. The Weigel family, definitely known in Napoleon. As I'm talking to somebody that's been the enemy of Napoleon for years.
I don't even bring up Napoleon anymore.
Well, I tell you what, without a Napoleon, there's no Lisbon. Without a Lisbon, I tell you what, that type of rivalry, Carrington, I tell you what, they're saying it's the rich tradition. You think of all those teams.
It is true. You always needed that. You needed that rival to elevate your level.
Oh, tries to throw him over. Yep, going back to the Markle again.
Oh, hold him right there.
Rolls him through.
Oh, geez. No, near fall, huh? I don't. I'm going to hit the disagree button on that.
He's a little slow on that one. I think that's 2 for sure. Trying for a hard half here. Stack him right over the top. So right now, again, they're working a bottom wrist. I think, a few more breakdowns. Got to use a few more different turn combinations. I'm not seeing the good cradles. A lot of wing tries. I know Legacy good at defending things, but they were just laying there a couple last matches, you think,
I'm going to reserve comment there, John.
Yep.
I want to give the impression of neutrality when my kid wrestles.
You did good.
I haven't always done well when my kids wrestled.
I I have been known to be very biased. They say that when I do a century duel, and I don't even know it. I do it sometimes. But,
I got called a homer by somebody, and it was the best compliment I ever received.
Oh, he hurt
shit.
his knee. Yes, that.
Oh shoot! Oh shoot!
That did not look good. On the other side, Egberg kind of twisted his knee on the side as he got lat drop kind of here, and I went behind him. Big old, is that Kingslet or what's his name? I forget what his name is.
Maddox still on top here. 15 to go.
Jacob Kinzet kind of got behind and blocked a knee and kind of went sideways, almost like the net was on the edge of the mat.
Easton Egberg has had some
knee issues, major. Yep.
Some snake bitten luck. I know. Was it last year he got a
car accident
toward the end of the year?
Yep. Concussion and kind of wiped him out a little bit. He had the knee issue. Did not play football because of it. And he's laying down. It's hurting. Maddox trying to throw some boots in here a little bit, try to break him down.
13-1.
This is another match where guess what? You got to step it up a notch. You're up by, you're tied in the duel. Tech fall for 5. He's got a chance here. He's got that head turned the right way.
I would pull my arm out of the arm bar.
You're correct there, but now he's secured the Tech, but trying to get the pin. As Mitchell's fighting hard. As he's doing this, his arm is kind of caught under there. Now he's blocking the Legacy side. Can't see if it's going to be a fall or not here.
Action.
Getting kicked in the shoulder, bridging off the referee here. I've never seen somebody with his head underneath the mat, under the bridge. Big pin there for the Mustangs.
So I don't know. I don't know that Egberg continued. He's up walking, but I don't know.
He did not continue. He's walking.
Hopefully he's okay.
Yep. Yep, injury time, it said. Final score, Demons win 44-27 for Fargo Davies. Okay, we're going to see what happens here now. James Marks, he's been in the mix. He had to take a year off, was wrestling for St. Mary's 2 years ago, and then last year he had to be an extra for all the tournaments. Changed schools within the same school district. In Bismarck, they have a rule. You got to sit out a year. High School Activities Association. Even though, you know, it's a complete different school, private to public. And so he kind of paid his dues doing a whole year of practice.
I think did he win the Rotary?
Yes, he did.
Yeah, looked good doing it too, I think.
And he's still, I think, just a junior, if I remember right. Take a peek here.
Alex Hall for Cheyenne.
Yep, a junior.
Stepping in there. Oh, shoot. That's not good.
Tell you what, you don't want to go upper body with Marks. Since he's an 8th grader, that's all he's had is upper body throws. You want to stay up from locking. He's gotten better as when it comes to takedowns, but upper body, he loves to throw people. He can usually back it up. But Weirmeyer had beat the guy from Dickinson. Nice cross-face cradle here. He's got him.
Marks, that's good.
Ties the
well
duel
done,
up at
buddy.
28. 2 matches left, people. Yep, we have Lemaire coming out for Legacy. Now this is huge. I tell you what, this match kind of sets everything up that's going in because we are tied. Lemaire favored big time here in this match.
Yeah, Charles is little green, I would say. Little green. Very strong, very athletic. Little green.
Okay.
he will do some things that make you say, wow. And he might be in a couple situations where he's in a tough spot.
Yep.
So he's learning.
Russian trying to throw that by. Down to the mat. Usually what you use, you plant this hand to the mat. Coach is telling him to get back to the middle a little bit. As soon as he throws something, you're going to be on the edge. Like circle and shoot him in. You know, almost the old method of either shoot him out or shoot him in by circling. So, oh, he reached for it. Commit.
Sometimes the situation surprises you.
Yep. Well, Lincoln Lamar, I mean, I've known his dad forever. He was a longtime Century head wrestling coach. And then he lived in the district. When you talk about, he works over at one of the junior highs in town, which actually is the feeder program for Legacy Simile High School, or Simile Middle School. And so his son was going there and his friends. He didn't want to come over to Century. He had the opportunity to. He'd have been wrestling Ole Taylor every day in practice. That would have been quite the little combination. Oh, there's the first takedown. But, you know, as Legacy had opened up, their program starts developing. He's going to be a big part of this year's team. They could be state champs there, too. Well, he's got this cradle locked up and got him in major trouble here.
That's big trouble.
Trying to get that bottom knee in the side. Kicks out of it.
Good fight, Charles. Good fight.
All of a sudden, 4 makes it 7-0. But again, this is one of those places where you got to put somebody away. If you're Legacy, of course, and if you're Cheyenne, fight like these other guys. Stay in the match. I didn't see it. Didn't look like, you know, Kozdowski. He did not wrestle.
He did not wrestle.
But did he wrestle the other night?
Yes.
At 89?
Yep.
Okay, because somebody was telling me, one of the other referees, I said, he told me, so here's crazy. So we did a duel right after the Rumble. Oh, nice snap. Can he spin and score? Snapped him right to his own legs. Oh, and got him back, his hips back.
Yep. Charles, legs back.
Yeah,
get your legs back first.
Oh, yeah. Take it. Either. Fans are saying you had it. He bailed out. But I was doing the duel, and I think PSP Network, and I said, guess what, 172 just opened up if his shoulder's bad. And he texted me during the match, said, I'll be back. And I said, good. He's a great baseball player too.
Yep.
And they say that's his best sport. He's unbelievably good wrestler, and he's a great baseball player. Been center fielder, I think, for the Fargo main team for several years already here. He's just a junior. And said he can throw. He's got can run. But, you know, as you do this, Lamar needs to pick up the pace a little bit. Understands the importance of this match.
Oh, boy.
I like that he tried that.
Yep.
I do.
I like the, I'm not going to call him fearless, but I like the fact that he's willing to take a chance.
Lamar looks tired. Does have a major locked up right now, but it's just the whole period left.
So it's Lincoln's choice third. He takes top.
Okay. That's the one thing the growth of this program's been phenomenal, and you get Now we were late starting today because of all the JV matches. I guarantee Cheyenne helped out in that matter because they had a ton of kids in the room, 50-plus kids to start off. Not sure if they're still all there, but that's quite the room.
Yeah, it's a good problem to have, right? And every program would like that.
Ooh.
Oh boy. Oh,
what
happened there? Blood?
Blood time.
We'd switch the other mat. They're already done.
Yeah.
We'll just we'll stick here with the commentary. Love it or leave it.
You get it, no matter if you can turn off your volume, I guess, if you don't want to listen to us. Oh yeah. No, we do this for free. So
as a service to the community.
To wrestling, that's all.
You'd think
do
that
do it as a fan, or else be talking to myself down there.
So some people are probably saying, "Yeah, go ahead and don't do this service for us, Chris."
Yeah, I've been around the sport long enough. Anything is better than nothing. I've watched the dead time. You know, the stationary camera. I like the little commentary, just listening a little bit. You hear little tidbits.
I would probably one of the only good things to come out of COVID is a lot of schools are now streaming their events.
Yeah, true, very true.
And it's, I think I had one of the administrators in West Fargo said they're losing ticket revenue because we're streaming events. And I don't know if that's true. I don't know the numbers, but I can tell you from a personal standpoint, I've been at every Cheyenne wrestling event the last 7 years.
Right.
And there are more people here now that didn't come before.
Maybe they
watched the stream and then they came.
I agree.
So yeah, you're probably giving up a couple $100 on tickets, but I think it's overall it's good.
But it's grandma out of state. It's aunt, uncle.
For sure.
It's fans. It's way beyond that.
For sure.
I mean, I put on stuff on Dakota Grappler, and honestly, there's people all over the nation that catch some stuff. There's that many big fans. There's colleges that are always looking for somebody. A little touch. I get lines behind, who do you think is worthy of looking at? And I'll mention the top 10 wrestlers in the state that are juniors or seniors. And I'll ask what they're looking for. Some guys actually, I got a request for sophomores last year from college coach out of Nebraska, and you get these in Iowa, actually, northern Iowa, and a couple of the small community colleges out of there, central north. And they actually signed 2 of our girls at Century, the girls program there, after they contacted me there and said, who can we start looking at? I said, just any girls. They said they were so interested. And I said, they're out there. And they weren't afraid to contact people after that. So be surprised. If somebody really wanted to wrestle the next level, it doesn't have to be D1 or D2, NAI or whatever. There's places for these guys.
There's opportunities for every kid.
Yeah, BSC right now is looking for wrestlers for next year.
And added a girls program.
Yep. Lamar trying to get this arm bar out. That was a lot of downtime there. Just got 30 seconds left. It's actually if you can find a way. It's cheating to see if there's Charles. Oh, got a couple count there. Again, a short time, but did a good job. Did not get pinned.
Oh, Charles. Right at the buzzer.
Kind of a little payback almost from your son's match, in senses, because that should have been probably a pin and a pin, I'm thinking, here between the two. So kind of balanced out. 4-point lead here going into heavyweight. Big match here. Carter Johnson.
These two have wrestled twice. Once at state last year and once at the Rotary this year.
Okay.
No, and not at the Rotary,
Johnson
at the Rumble.
Won at state last year.
Yep. Carter Johnson's won them both.
Okay.
But yeah, state and the Rumble.
Yep.
I can't remember if it was for third or fifth or
Susceptible
somewhere in
Carter Johnson has really gotten big this year. I mean, he's like probably close to the max heavyweight. But susceptible, when he gets to his back, like most heavyweights, you can put this one away.
Caden, I think, is 230-ish.
Okay, yeah. And think about Carter. He's kind of loosey-goosey. He's got kind of some he's got what I call loose hips, where he surprisingly as a heavyweight is actually very agile at times.
Did he play football too, maybe? Did I
Yes,
remember hearing
yes,
his
he
name?
did. Oh, this dump. Just got his hips back. He had that. I don't know if he slipped off the elbow.
Oh, boy.
Carter Johnson's got this hit. He's got this locked up for 3, and he's getting some. Nope. He's got to get 45. Oh, and he comes back to the head, looses.
Boy, that's. I was going to say that's a big man you don't want on top of you.
No. Like I said, this could turn around in an instant. Heavyweight, that's what it is. It's an instant at times. He had that dump. Just a little pop of the hip.
It looked tight there, and then I think he slipped off the elbow.
I think he slipped off the elbow, too. Oops, that's full wallet. Okay, 40 seconds here. You know, it's kind of interesting because Caden last year ended up getting the 1 seed at the state wrestling tournament. He did beat the state champion in the 1 match. Did find a way to turn him, and pin him, I believe, in the duel that they had.
Yeah.
And so then he had the win over the number 1 wrestler from Bismarck Century, and then got caught, and I think he was beat by Johnson.
On the wrestlebacks.
Yep, in the wrestlebacks to not place. But man, that was a heartbreaker. So it's kind of got a little mission to do this year to get up on that stand.
6-1 Johnson, going to the second.
And this is one of the weight classes in the state where you don't have a lot of big heavyweights. There's some guys about 250 that are about 5'6". I'm serious. You look at heavyweights out there in North Dakota. We don't have the big 6'6" guys. You know, going back to the old. Fargo Davies has had a few of those.
Yeah.
Guys that actually got a cut weight.
Who was it a couple years ago? Was it one of the Bishop Ryan kids?
Oh, yeah.
Okeson kids? Didn't wrestle till well into the year because his descent plan did not allow him to get under the max.
Yep. He's played football for NDSU.
Yeah, those kids don't stick in wrestling very long.
Yeah.
Football coaches get a hold of them. And
yes. Trying to catch him with a little side roll. It's one thing, heavyweights, you cannot get too deep. You know, it's the old thigh prize. Butchers, breaking hips down. Oh, going to cut him because he felt, and there's no reason to cut him. He just felt out of position. Let's not get rolled. Heavyweights do good dancing. You watch this, you can put some music to it. You know, a 2-step. I've been to a lot of wedding dances. Oh, yeah.
Minute to go here in the second. 6-2 Johnson.
Head's buried a little bit. Now, I don't know. Like I said, I'm not a referee out there, but this is one of the things that bothers me the most is that they don't decide to do anything about it. This is a spot where you got to say, guess what? You're both stalling. I mean, right now, nothing's happening. Both blocking and dancing, I call it. Just right in the middle. Let's kick our feet back and forth, make it look like we're doing something. And somebody who really wants this match would push the pace, but neither one of these guys, he's like, for example, Mansky should be pushing the pace a little bit. Carter Johnson's happy where he's at. Heavyweights will win by 1. They're fine with that.
And knowing the team situation, there's a stall warning on us.
Yes, he needs a major to tie, and then we'd have to go to criteria stuff. Or he needs to get a pin, a tech or a pin. And at this pace, it's not going to be a tech. It's going to have to be a pin, catch him with something. Johnson's staying inside. You go back to probably a front head off that if you can snap. End of 2.
Legacy choice, they're picking neutral.
I don't know what he was patting him on the shoulder for. Good job. Way to get to the middle.
Yeah.
I'm
not going to speculate on what's going through his brain.
But you look, right now, the Legacy guys are on their feet. Bismarck guys waiting to find him, some of them. But it's like neither one of these guys want to take it. Right now, if I was the Legacy guys, I'd be kind of just cheering them on, or the Cheyenne guys. You need a win here. I'd be losing my voice as a coach. I'm serious. I'd be yelling right now. You got to take this. Only way we win this.
Caden.
Yep.
Okay.
Only way we win this match is this. You know, even if you get pinned, no big deal. You're already losing.
Oh,
Missed the elbow. He slipped off that elbow. Yep.
now it's a tough spot.
Yep.
Kid this big, this athletic.
Yep. Yep. He's got, like I said, he. Quad pod.
Good. Okay. Now you sell the farm.
Yes. Yes. This is the time in the wrestling room where you go. Guess what? The only way you're winning is if you pin him, or you're down by 7, you're down by 6 here, or whatever. You know, you have to go to the old step on the foot takedown. Tried there. Oh, here we go. This could be interesting right here.
Oh boy, Caden.
Oh,
Caden's hit some headlocks in his life.
lefty though? Is he lefty?
He will. That's the side he'll hit it from.
Yeah.
If he's gonna get it, it's gonna be that side.
Yep.
Oh. Oh crap!
His foot's in. Oh, not gonna get it.
So I wonder.
Oh, there's 3. Well, Legacy comes out with a victory here. This time escapes us. Good duel.
Good duel. Good test. Find out where you're at.
Final score, 36 Legacy, 28 Cheyenne. As they shake hands, I don't know how much time they're going to give them. I'd say this is probably starting very shortly.
I would, no need to wait.
Yeah, I would think they're going to start at 114.
I thought I heard discussion earlier about staying at 107.
Oh, really?
But I'm not. I'm just a fan with the microphone. So.
Be right back with the next duel. Well, I tell you what, we're back. As they're taking the opening flip here of this duel. I tell you what, this actually could be a better duel matchup-wise for Cheyenne. It just didn't seem to work out against Legacy in the last duel.
Yeah. Weird how it works. It doesn't work out a lot against good teams, right?
Yeah.
Good teams are normally a bad matchup.
Yeah.
So, and Legacy's a good team. They got
solid, but they lost their duel, though, to Bismarck High, and they lost their duel to Century, but those don't matter until the duel tournament.
So West went to a dual qualifier, right?
That's
2 pools,
correct.
top 4 teams in each pool advance.
Yep, and so it's going to be interesting on how that works pool-wise and getting the seed into the region. Not all teams are in the region, just top 8. And then from there, in that dual tournament, it's going to be barn burner. There's legit as Legacy in the mix, probably could be a 5 seed or 6. And then they're tough enough to win the whole thing.
For sure.
Yeah. And that was on matchups when they faced Century. Century could win the whole thing. But they have a couple spots. They've had some injuries and some other things too. Sickness that supposedly whooping cough this last week.
Really?
Oh yeah. Okay, here's an interesting first matchup here. As we don't have, of course, the biggest matchups here. This is kind of an interesting one right here because that's not Griffin.
Jack Clemenson going.
This is Colton. That's not Colton, Ireland, is it? Yeah, it's Colton, Ireland out there. That's their main 7-pounder.
Jack, finish that. Oh, boy.
Looking in trouble early here. As Ireland has been the #1 ranked 7-pounder. Oh, got to watch that here a little bit. A little hard elbow coming across or hard cross. And I don't mind that, but guess what? In your dominating match, it doesn't need to happen.
You don't. It would be silly to give up a free point.
Yes.
More than anything, it just doesn't make sense. There's nothing wrong with physical wrestling. So quick 7-0 start for Ireland.
And Ireland, I don't know if he was sick. I know Bismarck had a little sickness going through the room. He did not wrestle this last week. He didn't sense the rotary, so he missed a couple duels that Bismarck High had. And so I was kind of wondering how that's working out. 109 feels a little bit better for him. He wrestled 114 last year. So,
Yeah.
So him as a senior, you don't find many seniors wrestling 107.
Oh, Jack fight here, buddy.
He's going to try to stack him over. And Jack is just an 8th grader.
Jack, don't grab his head, man.
Got 4. That makes it 11-0. I don't know stats-wise how many people we're getting to watch, but I got a feeling we got several out there. Appreciate you guys coming in and watching some wrestling here. Near
Jack,
side
you got to
trail
break
here.
that lock. You got to break that lock.
Doesn't have an
Good.
arm control. Now going inside.
End of the first, 11-0. Okay, now we got to settle in here. Let's compete.
Well, here's what's interesting. As they move wrestlers like this, they're trying to balance out a 6-6, or, you know, they're going to give one up to basically try to take the next one instead of seeing a battle where one team's going to get 3, you know, out of a mix of 2 guys to make it 0-0. So whoever had to win the battle on that got to step on the mat first. And I guess it was probably Ireland who had to step on the mat first. And so.
Hold him right there. Shoot.
Oh. I'm guessing he doesn't weigh a full 107, does he? Is he?
I don't know that he might weigh a full 107 after breakfast, but I don't know that 107's a stretch at all. Push into him.
And he's getting caught in his own move he tried. And I don't like that little reach back, pinch the head. We used to call it a lat toss, but it's really kind of a little backwards choke. I don't even know if it's a move, really. You know, I see it done. They usually catch underneath, you know, the armpit, kind of a little lat. But, you know, Seeger, you remember Mike Seeger used to have that really good. Let somebody duck him, and then he'd just step in and hit him. They throw him through the air, boom, and I'm going, oh, my.
I remember Mike McCormick doing that.
Oh, yeah, Mike McCormick had that. And that's, again, Matt Pack probably taught that move along the way. The old Milo Trusty would have something. Ooh, almost got a little kick flip there. There's a tech fall. A little halfway through the second, basically. It's 5 for the Demons.
Okay, so for this to work out, well, you can't even say for the next match.
Arthur's coming out. Looks like
you gotta this match and the next one.
Got the younger brother of LJ down in Nebraska. It's Arthur, just a 7th grader. Got a good chance to be one of their alternates. Funky wrestler, but still a little small at 107. So him wrestling up at 14, he's getting outsized, but not really outsized, I guess, because Griffin's a 7-pounder. But Griffin had to put some time in to get down there. I saw him in Lisbon before the season started. He's got some relatives down there.
Oh, sure.
And
and
he was looking healthy.
Healthy.
Oh, yeah. There was no cheek sucked in yet there at all.
Oh, hold him. Griff.
And again, you're asking a lot for a 7th grader, but some of these lower weights, you know, the experience that the Arugios have, you know, and they build their family phenomenal wrestlers. Sister's a 3-time state champ, I think, already, and could be the first 6-timer when North Dakota's all said and done. She hasn't been touched yet this year, and she's up a weight farther than she probably should be, letting other ladies wrestle in their team, and up wrestle 155. Probably be a 42-pounder normally. They got Overson, the girls, and all these. Tell you what, it's like overtime for me having to know the girls and guys wrestling. Class A and Class B, it's like double overtime. I used to be really good at knowing the wrestlers. I could look out there and know them all. As soon as the girls were at it, I'm lost. It took out the rest of my memory bank.
The explosion of girls wrestling has been phenomenal across the board.
Oh, yeah.
Good for the sport, good for everybody, good for the opportunities for the girls, and it just continues to grow.
And I think it's only going to get bigger and better. I go back to the era where we had a lot of wrestling stats and cheerleaders that became wrestling moms, and we lost a generation where all of a sudden there's no cheerleaders. You have a few stats left, but seriously, that's a lot of girls that were exposed to the sport and not afraid to get their boys wrestling because they loved it. That's why they were cheerleading and statting. And that was, I'm serious, a whole generation. You're going to have a flux of wrestlers in another 12 to 15 years back on varsity of some of these. Going to have a lot more of the Mama McCleary's. You can name a lot more of those ladies that love their boys out wrestling. Oh, Griffin's got a chance to throw him to his back.
Oh, Griff. Push into him, Griff. Push in and pull that arm down.
Oh, back getting cranked, but kind of gave up on himself, like he thought he might be out of bounds or something. I don't know what, if he hurt himself. Straighten out his headgear is all he did since he had. He's got the chin, trying to lock this up. What do we got here?
Griffin's going to go neutral.
Okay, just cut him here.
A minute 18 in the period.
Caution, or what is he doing here?
I think the referee took that one.
Okay. He's kind of taking a few. Oh, nice little spin behind. Nope, Arthur grabs the leg.
If you said, Chris, you get to change some rules in wrestling. Yep. Prior to this year, I would have said we need to adjust the out of bounds, which they did.
Yep.
You're either inbounds or out of bounds, not 2 points, not 1 point. Are you inbounds or out? It's absolute. The next thing I'd do is I'd probably
stacked him over. This huge. Here's where they could take advantage.
I'd get rid of the starting lines, the red and green starting lines, and go with what International does. They just got a small circle in the middle.
Tap hands, you're there.
Get close.
Yep.
As long as you're not trying to gain an advantage. What's the difference if you're standing on a 6-inch line or not?
Yeah, that's the goofiest call of caution because somebody doesn't have their foot a half an inch from the line. I see it and I'm going, why are you even looking at that? Just let them freaking wrestle. It's, oh, yeah.
I get it if somebody's trying to gain an advantage or get, some game the system to a degree. But if your foot's just in the wrong spot, let's be done.
Yep, I agree. No, honestly, here's what's interesting. I totally agreed with you. Oh, nice little. Trying to catch that leg here. Bismarck high. Oh, it's Caden Egberg.
Grady, you got to get your leg back, buddy.
Now, he is a pinning machine. He can fall behind in matches, but again, he has that sit back half and just pounds people on it. I don't doubt you'll see it. If I had to predict the way he'd try to turn somebody, it'd be with that. Still nothing. Olafson, what grade is he in?
Is he a freshman?
Let's take a peek here. I should find it much easier than that.
Looks like they got the roster from the other night where Grady didn't wrestle.
Okay.
I'm
thinking probably a freshman. Does that sound right? See, here comes that sit back half series. Now this is what he does is, honestly, if you're working this, and as coaches or fans doing this, what he does is he flips the hips, and when you do that pullback, somebody will turn their hips to think they're going one way, and he'll turn the head under, and that's all it takes. It's a great little series if kids don't understand their body. As they turn one way or to the other, they turn their head, and they look right into that half.
Just to be clear, folks, this is not ESPN or NBC. They don't provide us with all the stats, and we're up here on our own, scrolling our phones, trying to figure out who's out there. If we recognize them, we'll say their name.
Oh, yeah. I've been asked several different times, how do you know who that was? Well, some of them I know, and some of you got a little cheat thing with a phone, trying to look things up as it goes.
Grady, you got to just get away. Nope, don't get away. Oh, my gosh. Get your legs back. Get your legs back.
He needs to go head in the hole here. He's got him locked up inside cradle if you can get it here.
How have we not awarded points yet?
Might get loss of control. Yep, there's loss of control minimum there. Usually when you do get that locked up, that cradle, you got to get them to a hip, and then the possession is lost, and then they'd probably call a reversal and not loss of possession for one. There's the end.
So that's a good point right at the end of the period. Who knows if it'll come into play at the end of the match, but that's a good fight. Good, you got to battle the whole 2 minutes.
Yep. I like the movement, moving a guy, that hard tie. There we go. Good balance. He's light on his toes. He's got to keep moving, though. Keep his feet moving.
Legs back. Legs back.
Oh, now comes in. Oh, there's a chance.
Yep, pull
It's a
him down,
chance to
pull him
score
down,
again.
pull him down. Keep
Yep,
pulling
yep.
him down.
Oh, nice
Good,
snap.
good.
Nice snap to his head. Should get this to score. Just lock. He wants to lock this up so badly. He's just hooked the ankle. Takes the lead, 4-3.
Good job, Grady.
Again, any given day, that's wrestling. You got to get out there. Now, you need to put pressure on. Lots of pressure forward. Right now, you got to remind kids you work your best moves. You know, your best breakdown, your best turning combination. Control hips.
Bump him forward here.
Yep.
Forward. So I would make sure to jump to the side here really soon.
You were thinking that he might be doing one of the old fist pumps in the air going, you're stalling.
Even if you have no intent to turn them,
Right.
You got to make it look like it, right? And it's
Correct.
Not, perception is reality.
And he's on his belly. That's why he's,
Yep.
He's riding him hard.
He's coming in there to call somebody.
Or he's talking to him, which referees don't do enough of. He should be talking to him, saying, we got to get moving, boys. Little things. Both
Stay
of you
on
guys.
top. Stay on top at the end of the
Short
period.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good period for Olsen. And he's picking top.
No, really?
Yes.
Oof.
Well, he rode him there for a whole minute almost.
I agree.
It's hard to choose top. You agree.
I'm from the old school where you get away.
Yep. But he knows how good he is on top with that
Yeah.
sit back half series. He turns everybody. And if he's going to be lazy down on bottom like he wasn't doing nothing. He was on his belly.
Okay, Grady, come on.
Right now, the Bismarck coaches are going, what are you doing? As this would take a big mix up in the rankings. Good job catching that wrist.
You got to
Cross
make
wrist. Yep, you gotta
an
ankle.
attempt
Yep.
to get down to the mat. Otherwise, you're going to get called for stalling. Okay, so a lot of people.
They don't understand that. Oh, he didn't. He was going to, but he didn't.
He was close. He had
had
it
a fist
right
on
at his
his side.
shoulder. Right at his shoulder. He was ready to do it. So the rule is you have to make an honest attempt to return to the mat. You don't
Correct.
have to take them back. And a lot of people
Don't understand that rule at all.
they yell and scream, and it's like, nah, that's not the rule.
Yep. And I think the referees get convinced that they have to throw the
Oh, for
stalling.
sure.
And they need to be reminded that's an attempt. Oh, he's run down a whole minute here of riding. If this is riding time in college, he'd have an extra point for sure.
Agreed. Come on, man.
Yes, you
Back to the mat.
Yep.
And know where you're at, too.
Yes.
Now you get out of bounds right here. Get out of bounds. Or hold on and get a stalemate.
No loss of
But
control.
you got to. Why'd you
Whoa.
switch legs?
Oh.
When he changed his grip from one leg to the next, I thought that was super risky.
You too? But right now, as the referees letting them wrestle.
Just clock the times. Now you want to stay on the mat.
Yes, now you want to stay. He needs to hook this bottom leg.
Yep, step over that bottom leg. And I would be the first guy to say I was wrong because I said don't pick top.
Yep.
If he rides him out, stay on the mat. You got to stay on the mat here.
Oh,
yes!
That's huge.
Flattened him out.
I'm not sure. That's huge.
Don't do anything now. That boy.
That's going to
Good
pump
job,
up
Grady.
the Mustangs. There we go. Skinny arm. Raise the roof here a little bit here.
I stand corrected.
Nope. Well, he made a choice, and look at him stick his chest out a little bit there.
I stand corrected.
It's a big win. That is a huge win for him. And for Cheyenne, hopefully, for this duel. Tell you what.
That was up a weight.
Yep. Oh, yes, it was. 127 now.
Good job, Grady.
Well, now Bismarck High is sending out Zane Thomas. versus Jackson Alexander here. I have never seen Zane Thomas wrestle. Bismarck's making a couple movements here. Is Jackson smelling blood here right away with his wing here, going hard. Oh, double chicken wing. Oh, he's lifting it up. Not a pretty sight coming here, people. Oh, he limp-armed it a little bit, but now you just got to take your time. Got a full minute 30.
Good job, Jackson.
Now just has to sit through a little bit, hip down,
That's
and a
good
fall.
job. Good job. Mom and Dad would be proud. Jackson got his 100th win on Thursday night on senior night, so that was good for him.
Yep.
Okay, Chase.
Now we got to see a match here. You got returning two-time state champion.
Three-timer.
Yeah. Oh, yes, you're correct.
Is DeForest? He did wrestle 1 year at 106, I think, at the state.
Yep.
And did not win it. I was going to say, is he undefeated in the state tournament? But he had that 1 year.
Yep. So, yep. I've mentioned many a times on that he's a two-timer, but he is a three-timer. You're right. But Grable out of Valley City wanted to face Marquise Richter, and because he lost last year to him.
Yep.
And so he was staying at 39, but as soon as Marquise was done for the year, he decided he's going to go after Ben DeForest, and they're now 1-1 against one another.
I can almost assure you, Ben DeForest does not think about how many state championships he has. He
definitely
thinks
not.
Every single day the kid's thinking about getting better.
Yep.
And that's kudos to him. That's why he is who he is.
Correct.
So.
And so Grable's he's been looking to try to find the toughest match. He's won a couple state championships himself. He said, guess what? If I'm going to do it right as a senior, I'm going to try to beat the other best kid in the state. And so that is going to be the battle I'm looking forward to at state this year, right? Those two.
So here's a question for you.
Yep.
Do you think they're at the same weight class at the state tournament?
Yes, completely.
I would disagree.
And the reason that is I've got a connection in the Valley City room right now.
All right. Oh yeah, you do.
And so, and he says the only way he could ever become Mr. Wrestler, he'd like to be like his brother. You have to go out and beat the best.
Sure. Okay.
And so, but you still got to get the votes off everybody else. And the vote happens a lot of times before that match ever comes to fruition. But that was a great match. I tell you what, in the Rumble, those two squared off, and
was it 1-0?
Yes. Tough match. And then in the Rotary, Grable got that takedown. And, man, I tell you what, he rides so well. Leach on top. In fact, he just wrestled. I just saw the score. He was down in Lisbon and wrestled Sawyer Owens, the state champion, who hadn't given a takedown up this year. I think it was 68 takedowns to 0, and Grable teched him. Just looked at that. So Grable teched Sawyer Owens down in Lisbon probably a half hour ago.
So they're already rolling up their mats, huh?
Yep, they are. It's crazy. But just in control here. But, fresh start here, something. It's a little stalemate or something.
I can't speak to the team score on the other mat, the Davies Legacy mat.
I can tell you here. I'll look it up here.
We haven't had any blood timeout, so we can't flip over. I'm not apologizing to the Davies fans. We're enemies until after Thursday. We wrestle Thursday, so after Thursday we'll flip over to your mat if we get the chance.
We'll refresh that. Yep.
Before that, we're not.
I like your honesty.
I texted a couple Davies friends, and I said, which one of you guys is going to be the official for Thursday?
Yeah.
And are you going to run out with the team?
So that's the big Thursday duel for you guys. Because Century Williston is Thursday. That's a big one. That's a huge one out west. And
us and Davies, likely, barring something goofy happening, that would the winner of that one's probably the EDC,
Okay.
the top seed out of the EDC. We do not have, EDC does not have a dual qualifier. We just use the results from the season.
Yep. And so the 4 teams looks like it's probably going to be.
Us, Davies, Devil's Lake.
Oh, Devil's Lake fits in there. And they beat Valley City early on. Valley City lost to North, so Valley City probably won't be in. Grand Forks, maybe?
Yeah, probably Central.
But I think Central and Valley City wrestle this week.
Come on, Chase.
Fighting hard.
Okay, yep. Come on, buddy.
Staying up,
Keep
on
fighting.
up on a bridge.
Short
there.
time, 5 seconds. Keep battling. Keep battling.
Yep. Good
All
job. Going to his feet. Dual score over there. Legacy leading 30-7. So far, 2 matches for Davies to win was at 133. Talon Tushier beat Hunter Olson by 10-1, got a 4 points, and then Cole Savageau beat Brody Kramer 4-2. That Kramer wrestled a good match over here too.
Yep.
He's going to be stepping it up quite a bit, right in the mix. And the rest has all been Legacy. As there was just a 10-0 victory in that match. Is that just a major? Oh no.
For DeForest,
Did I miss it?
he got the tech right at the beginning of the third.
I just missed it.
This might be the match of the duel right here.
Whoa, I tell you.
Lardy and Wadeson.
Yeah, I tell you what, 39 is still wide open. That weight class, I think if I had to name one, now I'm a little biased and things like this, but I think it's the weakest weight class in the state right now, and people can adjust and do whatever else. After Marquise Richter has been done, basically that weight class completely kind of people moved out.
So Jetton has got a wide open style.
Yep.
In the same tournament, he lost a match by Tech Fall, and was
Tech Fall done good.
And then thumping the kid and pinned him. Kellen Larson from Williston, who's no slouch, right?
Oh, catch Lardy. Oh, Lardy comes through. Woo.
Oh, Jetton. I don't.
Is that already? What is that?
Did he give him 4 twice or just once?
I missed it. Oh, something big over here happened. Somebody got spladled on the far side. That would have been strange. Spladled douchier on the other side for Davies to get a big pin there.
Jetton.
Getting tilted. These little. I tell you what, Lardy's gotten better with these tilts, but he could get himself in trouble here. Yeah, he didn't give him that second one. There he cut. Now it's 4 more. All of a sudden, 11-0.
Come on, Jetton. Got to get hand control.
He's getting that bottom wrist taken pretty hard there. Yep. Peel it off. It's another guy that improved quite a bit last year. Lardy has been rotating places for a couple of years, trying to be the extra or the varsity guy.
Yep.
And I didn't know if he'd make 39. He was pretty big this last summer too. And him getting back down to 39 gives him an opportunity to maybe be a state finalist. Could be.
I'm a little bigger in the summer too.
Yeah. Oh.
I don't have a summer body.
Dad bod summer. But dominating right now in this match. Still just riding that bottom wrist, trying to get a tilt. There he's got it again. Nope. Out of time.
Wow, no near fall there. Okay.
Oh, he's kind of holding his arm, kind of goofy there. There we go.
It's 'cause he's getting it torn off.
Yeah. He's going to pick top. Don't see this again. Like I said, how many times did we? Actually, crazy thing. My first state finals match, wrestling Steve McCormick, Mike's older brother, who was Mr. Wrestler in 1987. I'm up 4-0 going into the third period. My coach tells me to pick down. I got turned twice and lost 5-4.
Oh.
That's so it was like, guess what? And I never did not get out from bottom except that match. And so it was.
Oh, Jetton.
Oh, he's got him on his back here. Nice little turn combination.
Okay.
He's got it tight now, trying to lock it down to get a pin. Doesn't need to give this up.
You got to fight Jetton now. Matches.
It's a tech right now.
So I believe one of the new rules this year is even if Jetton were to roll him to his back right now, they'd still call the tech fall.
Yes, because the 4 has been established.
previous years, if you were getting tech fauled and continuous action took you to a position where you could pin your opponent,
You could still pin them.
they'd let you pin them.
Yep.
Not anymore.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's
A nation.
consequential rule change.
But
or
here's what's
not.
interesting. I saw it happen. Carrington tournament, kid was teching a kid, had the established and pinned himself.
Oof.
Yep, had it established,
rough.
but that's the only way. The guy didn't roll through. He pinned himself, and he had the 4, and it would have been. He come off, and they raised the other kid's hand, and he didn't know what happened. He thought it's over, and they called the pin. He thought he pinned the kid, and the kid was way up, and then all of a sudden he didn't even know he won himself.
Everybody was surprised.
Saw that in the Carrington tournament, and it was a Mandan kid, and Mandan coach said, "You pinned yourself." He goes, "What does that mean?" The kid did, what does that mean? It means you put yourself on your own back. Oh, yeah. Russian tie here. It's got a new wrestlers out here. Pull that duel back up. Ooh, well, takedown. Oh, trying to step over, get himself in trouble.
Oh, yep, just take the escape.
This is Aiden McLean for Bismarck High. And Aiden Kiefert. Is that what it is?
Yep.
No.
Oh, boy.
You blew the whistle? This is kind of an even matchup, I got a feeling.
It seems to be evenly contested through 30 seconds.
Yes. Oh. Little drag. I don't even know what you want to call that. You used to call it a little boot scoot drag, but it's not like the old Tom Brand's boot scoot. Yeah, he was. You remember Kilgore?
Yep.
Old referee Kilgore. He's telling me a story last night of his move called the Kilgore Cobra.
Oh, boy.
And I'm going, I'd like to call that out in a match sometime. And if I see it, I'll call it out. I said I thought,
Oh, my gosh. Yes. No, we got to settle back towards us. Back. Oh, shoot.
Oh, get off your knees, or he's going to throw this headlock. Might have a chance if he scoot his hips, so he's got to catch that elbow far side. Oh, he caught it. He didn't catch the elbow, though. He caught just the wrist. Back to his knees.
Still no control. Still no.
You got to
Pull him
pull the
over.
elbow.
Pull him.
Pull up the elbow, not the wrist.
Yep. Try it.
Short time.
Huh.
Oh, it's so close. No, like I was talking all these different moves, and every once in a while I'm going, God, I used to know the name of that. And I thought I knew them all. And sometimes there's a few moves wrestling-wise that somebody's got other names for it. You know,
They might call it something else.
a Spencer
different.
Lee, somebody calls it, Spencer Lee's pretty new. Well, it's just a chicken wing where he goes to the other side. It's a tilt, chicken wing tilt. And they just name it by somebody. You know, an Iowa ride, everyone knows what that is. You know, I'd be surprised.
This would be a good mat. This was on the other mat. It's Marks and Malachi Wermeyer. This is the Rotary final.
Final, yes. And Wermeyer had a great match. Beat the Dickinson #1 wrestler. Hugh Meyer. Yep. I'm almost willing to go over to the other match and watch it, but this is still Cheyenne.
This is a Mustang media stream,
I know
John.
it's basically 1 and 2 on the other mat, though, versus 12 and 21 or 20 and 21. Oh, he's got him in a cradle.
Keep your feet. Look for the.
Oh, he has a
Why,
chance.
you got to tell me why you weren't looking for the pin there.
He was above it.
If
He
you
wasn't
can call
down there.
near fall, why
Yep.
aren't you looking for the pin?
Oh, he's trying to pull him over. Oh, so close. Oh, he pops his head out. Yeah, he wasn't down there looking for it, was he?
I
was
sometimes
counting.
feel like officials, they feel like they need to get to the maximum near fall before they look for the pin.
Yeah. That you're right. I felt that many a times. Ooh, out of bounds. Marks tried to throw him on the far side, and Wehrmeyer, I'll give you updates as it goes in. You don't see it. He was fixing a contact or something, but they did not. They went out of bounds. But Wehrmeyer, I tell you what, he's a strong dude. He has been forever. He's put together. 189. That's the top 4 wrestlers. Pretty good, pretty tough in there. Maybe top 5. When you add Ryer from Valley City, you add. Mandan's got a pretty good wrestler, Emery, Slater,
yep.
and then these two, and Hugh Meyer. It's a legit weight class.
8-4 on the Mustang mat here.
What's crazy is there's been opportunities for falls here.
Oh, for sure. Oof. Ooh.
Okay, still 8-4.
BHS choice, go neutral to start the third.
I don't think you're picking down with him as he got cradled pretty easy there. See if McLean can do that little drag again. That's what he's looked like. He's trying to set up. There it is, that drag again. Oh, and throw!
Oh, shoot.
That covers. And have it. That's close. It's almost a 12-point swing if you'd got that pin in the other. No, he doesn't cover. Oh! Slips through.
So it's 15-4.
Cuts him. And if that's his only takedown, the drag, we'll see. There he does it again. That's his takedown. It's his go-to, I guess. One more. 18-6. Can't stop it.
That's it.
That's it.
That was it.
24. Keep it going. He's going.
21-6 is good enough, folks. You only have to get ahead by 15.
Yep. I've never had to defend that in practice, but might have to do that. What's he asking? It's over.
It was at 20.
Come on, guy. Okay, there we go. Brings the dual score. Bismarck High 20, Cheyenne 15. Oh, Giselbeck. And again, this is where Bismarck High would have had Braden Halverson. I would love to see that match.
Yeah, him and Stetson, did they wrestle in Valley City?
Yes. Stetson beat him in Valley City. Call a little pass by or Ty Shuck over this little duck to it. Gets that first takedown. Looks like it's just 1-0 over there right now. Wehrmeyer's got a stall call on him. Mark's trying to push it through 2. It's like Marks is going down on the third, down by 1. As I almost forgot to peek over there watching Giselbeck wrestle here. So is he finally a senior here too?
Yep.
No, there's quite a few seniors this year finally for this team as they've grown. You know, you got Jackson, got Stetson, you have Maddox, Alex Hall, Caden, Nomansky.
Good, Stetson. Oh, good. Yep, step over the bottom, push the top off. There, good. Good.
Makes it 6-1. Now 1-1 over on their feet. Minute 20 left.
Marks kind of took it to Malachi in the rotary, so this is
Yes.
a good. I think this is probably more indicative of.
But he got thrown. He got thrown right away. He tried to go upper body with him, and then kind of the wrath of Marks is getting tossed. You know, you think of that takedown for 3, and then all of a sudden you got back points. And he's holding the elbows, not letting it clear. Going to stalemate there. Trying to check if he's got a little bloody nose.
Stetson up 6-1, about 10 seconds to go in the first.
He's looking at the Davies coaches on the far side, and he said lower his level. Basically, he was trying to show him lower the level and hit his double or something. And so, tried to pass by Marks, but Marks just keeps good body position too there on that far side. But okay, going to their feet over here, 6-1.
BHS picks up neutral.
Who got a stalling the other way, since both guys have been warned for stalling once. 1-1 still.
Stets. There you go.
Got Markle.
Yep. Get a turn here, Stetson. 2, 3. Got a 3. 2.
I still chain wrestling. Didn't he count?
Good.
Didn't he count 3 times?
I thought so,
Yeah.
but
He's got him glued. Cheyenne takes the lead back, 21-20. That fall there. Marks stepped over.
they gave it to him.
Even with the whizzer there. They called it overtime. Called the takedown. Wow. Okay. Coming out here, of course, Landon Zink. Going to work that little Russian. Going against Teranin Glass, who, when I talked to the head coach, he really thought that Glass worked really hard in the offseason. He's kind of been one of the surprise wrestlers who thinks he can get on the stand. And so, see what kind of effort he can give here to Landon. See how he wrestles this. He's already had a guy wrestle on his belly for.
Yeah, if there's anything to be learned from the last match, is maybe build a lead before you spend 45 seconds trying to pin the kid.
Glass is a junior.
Landon's got a cradle locked up. That a boy.
That's what he's working for a lot. Remember last match, that what we call the near side cradle, where he locks up the same side he's on? It's different than an inside cradle.
Good.
And he has it pretty tight. That looks legit. I don't know what he's trying to look in between there to get the pin. You should be out front.
Jeez, guy.
I don't know what he's looking for. He's wrong position to try to find that, but he did get the pin. Put Cheyenne up by 7. 27-20. With 4 matches to go here. You're right that they started at 107 again. So we're not going to wrap around to the bottom side. And with the big boys. Another wrestler, like I said, as Bismarck's throwing out a few guys I don't normally see out there. Maddox Weigel's got Remington and Horn. Nice quick takedown there. They've got that Markle several times. Just a little pass by, stick the leg inside, get the guy to put his hands down. Merkel, they call it. You know, and Maddox, did he wrestle 72 of all last year? He wrestled some 89.
He wrestled 72 for most of the year and went up to 89 at the end.
That's what I was thinking, because as I was looking at doing preseason rankings, I think I ranked him at 89. Then all of a sudden I saw him at 72, and I said, he's adjusting a little bit here. See, did he play some football too?
Yep. The end, I don't know if in Cheyenne's offense, I don't know if he was a receiver or a tight end, but
okay.
The guy that went and caught the ball. We'll just say that.
Sure.
I would like to think I know football better than to describe somebody that way, but that's the easiest way to.
Sure. Well, this Kingset could give him some problem on the far side over there. Could be a score over that legacy duel at least.
Is it? Did they fix the scoreboard? Is it 39-19?
That looks like it probably could be right. Oh, it's 30-19.
Oh.
No, that's what it says here. Let's refresh here. 39-19. Yep.
Maddox settle.
Oh, yeah, it's tight there. It is.
Tight, yep.
Cheyenne's built the lead here. 3 matches left, up by 13. Wow, 33.
Landon Zink's favorite fan, Brindley Wetley, is heading home. She was here today and watched.
But this is all matchups. Now, Bismarck High, has a few guys out, and so they start bringing out some of their backups here, trying to step up, and Cheyenne's taking advantage.
Jonas Kraus.
Yep.
Funny fact here. I was a college teammate with Jonas's dad, Mike.
Okay.
Mike was a football player at UND and a wrestler originally from Mandan High, right?
That's correct.
And he, after football season, was out for wrestling. Did a pretty good job. Hard to play two college sports.
I forgot he did some wrestling too.
Yep.
In college up there.
We were actually reminiscing a bit before today's duel.
Okay. So your head coach then went to Jamestown for a while after that, after UND dropped the program. Correct? I used to know.
Well, Bruce Moe was the coach when they dropped the program.
Oh, okay.
And he was at Red River for a while.
I forgot that Bruce was the head coach at the end. And it wasn't, God, I can't remember the guy's name. Who was the coach before Bruce?
Was it Schumacher?
Nope. Because there was one in between, because Schumacher went to Minot.
Oh, Brad Kerr? No, yeah. Brad Kerr was before Schumacher.
Schumacher, okay.
Man, we're going in the memory banks here.
Yep.
Back to the action. 3-1 shot.
Oh, I could tell you a ton of stories about UND and NDSU since I wrestled for NDSU, and Bucky and the hate for UND. One of my worst practice ever was after we lost to UND at UND on a Friday night, and went back and had practice the next day for some reason at NDSU. And he said, boys, I think we're going to see if you guys can swim. I just might drown somebody tomorrow. Yes. And I'm from a small Class B town. We didn't have, swimming pools. I swam in, sloughs. And so I'm out there treading water. My 2 roommates didn't. Oh, there's a dump. Good dump there. But by Kraus, I'm out treading water, and old Bucky Mon said to me, or said to the team, "Where's your roommate's gums?" And because they refused, they knew they were going to get killed in practice. And I said, "I'm not responsible for the actions my roommates take." And he goes, "You can talk that much, you're not swimming good enough." Oh, yeah.
Rest his soul, Bucky.
Super
a fixture in wrestling.
Oh, yeah.
Not just in North Dakota in wrestling.
No, he
monumental
impact on a lot of wrestlers. Unique. I call him the little man because I outgrew him by a long ways, but I didn't stand up to him. I tell you what, he had his forces, ways to handle things. 50 years, no other job but coaching. Whatever it was, 50. So whatever.
That's
50.
Insane.
Yeah.
Alex. Now, so Alex got the first takedown. He's got to figure out this guy's going to come on a fireman's.
Yep. And Kraus is getting better. I tell you what, he's still young. Should look. I think he's just a freshman. As I look through the program here, as I used to remember all that stuff too. Ooh, it's got Kingset on its back over there.
They brought in Gus Wermeyer.
Oh, that's Gus Wermeyer is getting pinned. Kraus actually is a junior. I thought he was a freshman. Solly Jonas is the one that's the younger one. But also Bismarck, as we look at having extras come to state, you know, you start figuring different things. Bismarck is trying guys to see who could be their extras.
Sure.
Makes a big difference come the duels. Weigh in extra guys so you can have flexibility. Might have to move one of your studs up or around. Try to win it, and Bismarck has been a master of that over the years. In fact, sitting at the state wrestling tournament, this must have been probably about 2015 or so. I don't know, Minot had kind of squeezed one in there along the way, but Century had some good teams.
Alex, roll this way. That's tight. Shoot.
And a fall. I did not see. We'd have to. I don't have a replay.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm not getting into that argument.
Yep, stay there. He's going to ask.
He's going to go over the table of Cheyenne table workers and say, was he pinned?
You don't know. They're going to say no. I see the guy going, nope, time was out. Keep your ankle band on. Don't taking that thing off.
So I think what the rule is.
No fall.
What the rule is, if the guys leave the mat, the result's not overturned. You can't overturn it. You can't go back in time, right? So that's why they tell people stay on the mat.
Yep. And so what is the discussion? If you already called it, I don't know what the discussion is. You got to give the 4 near fall.
Oh, did he give him 2 near fall? And now we're...
What are we, score-wise? That's that clock like 13...
13-5.
Okay.
Do not give him an overhook.
And the dump, we both could have called that to stay out of that overhook for the dump. You're going to get dumped again. Maybe we should be coaching. You can see these things a mile away.
I'm way smarter as an announcer than a coach.
Yeah. Oh. He's got that overhook on the other side at least.
Oh, boy, Alex. Oh, boy.
Oh, he's got his toes in.
Touch your foot off the mat.
And the Demon guys kind of blocked him for his feet out, too. The kids were right there. Feet hit one of the kids, actually.
That's savvy on their part. I'll give them that.
Okay, brings the duel 33-26. 2 matches left. And Solly Jonas. They kind of kept him in the wings a lot, wrestling JV matches. He was undefeated his first 9 matches in the varsity stuff.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Been hiding him kind of back there and trying to see if he can mature him and get 1 match at a time here.
I probably never, well, yeah. There was one point in my life I won 9 in a row, but probably only one. And it looks like Easton Egberg will not be wrestling.
They've got their backup, who's not a bad wrestler. I tell you what, their backup wrestled well in the Rotary and won some matches against some pretty good wrestlers. He's not horrendous by any means. In fact, he's probably one of the guys that are listed as maybe one of their extras in the dual team because of Egberg's knee. He's pacing. Final score of the other duel over on the other side was Legacy 51, Davies 16. Flagrant misconduct, -3 points.
Oh, my gosh.
At 189. So that's Malachi Wermeyer. I don't know how you get -3 team points. I don't know that rule, so I missed it. Whatever, it's usually -1 or something, but it says -3 on here. Oops. He might have chucked the headgear and threw more stuff. I didn't see anything fly. We had to let you know that. Oofta. Okay. Somebody might know, but I don't need to know. I usually know too much. That's usually a problem. So maybe the coach, maybe the kid. You have 3 different people probably. You teed up three people. That's what I'm thinking. 3 different people. We'll have a visit with their administrator come Monday. That's usually how it works. Well, still close here, 0-0 going into 2. A little blood time. That's possible. Oh, yeah.
And again, an opportunity to flip to the other mat. That's done.
Yep.
So, no, and, you know, this today kind of replaced what was the Metro Duels last year. I think that event ran its course. A lot of good matches, a lot of good opportunities for, you know, Cheyenne would wrestle 5, 6, 7 West teams that we might have had the opportunity to wrestle them in a tournament, an event at the Rotary or something, but we had to dual meet against them, right? So that was good. I think part of the West kind of bringing on their own dual qualifier.
Right.
Something had to go. So, and I think there were some teams that coaches always did what's best for their kids, but there were some times where coaches would enter 90% of their lineup in
right.
the JV.
Right.
So a Williston would come over here and wrestle a team and get 4 matches in a dual meet, and that's not worth it either. So
I agree. That happened quite often. Devil's Lake classically did it. There's a few other ones. Yeah, I remember a duel where I was watching and they're going, yeah, nobody's wrestling for them. We wanted to get a matchup, but they wouldn't. Avoiding people in duels is a big thing I just hate. I mean, you want to see the best matches, not only as a fan, but as a coach. Why are you not going to let it happen? You're afraid your kid is going to get a loss?
Wrestling, the state wrestling tournament, us old wrestling people will say, oh, it's a pinnacle of where we're at, but it's not super fan friendly because if Landon Zink's grandparents want to come and watch him wrestle, and they ask me, when is he going to wrestle? I'm going to answer, I don't know.
Yeah.
And how long am I going to be there? Well, you're going to be there 6 to 9 hours,
yep.
and you might see him twice.
Right.
Depending on how the day goes, and each of those might be he might get pinned in 10 seconds, he might pin the other kid in 10 seconds.
And you need to play close enough attention that you're not going to the bathroom to that one time he was going to wrestle and miss half his matches of the day.
So that speaks to my point and John's point that dual meets are important because the average fan can come here and they can watch for an hour and a half and see Cheyenne versus Bismarck.
Right.
And it might not be every match that you were anticipating, but it's a lot of the matches that you might talk about. So that I think it's good for our sport. And they're talking about having a dual meet national champion in college.
Yep. Well, the national duels this year, they actually brought money into it.
Yep.
Which is kind of interesting. You get this $200,000 purse.
Oh, Charles turned into him. Oh, my gosh.
Oh, time ran out. The clock ran out again. Oh, no, right when the clock ran out again.
He gave him a takedown. No near fall.
Well, that, I tell you what.
Now,
I don't understand his theory of what's going on because last time he didn't even go to the clock. Was the clock out before the takedown was established? We don't know either. Yeah, exactly. He just.
Let's hope it doesn't impact the duel.
This is the match. If Bismarck High does not win this match, it's over.
Yeah. Now
I want the last match to matter.
Yep. Oh, Charles.
But, you know, Charles wrestles tough. He deserves to win. That's just how it goes, too. He's got attitude. He's wrestling hard. I don't see a lot of moves, but he's not giving up anything.
He, like you said, pretty green. Couple dual meets ago, I would characterize him as opportunistic. His opponent would take a bad shot, and he could score off that shot.
Sure.
Still working through how to go up there, get through your setups, take a shot, and finish.
Right.
So he's learning. He's got to learn to circle there, though.
Yep.
Circle. Oh, you got to stay on the mat, big guy. Minute to go.
Yep. And basically, a takedown separates these guys, a 3-1 score. And he's
Charles, when he overhooks, you got to throw that over and step in.
Yep.
I think he'll give you his leg. Circle, though.
Yep.
Circle.
Jonas
Circle away!
42 seconds. Pick up the pace. All the Bismarck coaches trying to. Oh, and missed.
Look at that.
Wow.
Athleticism by both these guys.
Missed it.
Now be careful here. This is a spot where an inexperienced kid might get in trouble.
It's turned the wrong
Push
way, though.
Towards him.
20. He's going to call stalemate before this goes. Nope, pops out.
Push towards him. Try some.
They did give him the 3. Oh, needs to get out here.
Dude, if you can get out, you got 10 seconds to get out.
He's got this locked up. No, we can roll over and get a reversal.
That's 2. That's 2.
Reversal and back points. Gave the 2 reversal. Well, there's the duel. Cheyenne wins, but we got another match coming. And he probably could have had back points. That's the crazy thing about it. He had him exposed for a good 4 or 5 seconds.
So one of my questions for officials sometimes is they'll make a situation will be the same for 3, 4, 5 seconds, and then they'll make a call, and it's like, well, if that situation didn't change, why wasn't there points right away? Or if it didn't change, why'd you ultimately give points? If for a while you're holding and not giving anything.
And so Cheyenne having the duel wrapped up brings up their back up in there, Braden McConnell. So both have backup heavyweights in here.
No, this is Mansky.
It's Mansky, Braden McConnell for Bismarck. There we go. I looked the wrong way. It was McConnell, Bismarck High. That is Mansky. Oh, has this wing in tight. 3-2 McConnell, Bismarck High. Actually, a nice takedown, but a reversal.
Oh, don't go to your hip, Caden. It's a good arm bar.
Pulling that wing head back here.
Know where you're at, though. There.
He's got the hips flipped. When he rotated, so close, so close. Now this is where
little bump.
Yep. Nope, missed it. Now the arm's free.
Forward, 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 Caden. Oh, don't roll down to your hip, please.
McConnell catches his ankle underneath. Oh, and let's go. Oh, now step over there. You can step on the half and be done right now. Oh.
Caden.
Oh, reversal. 15 seconds. Now 5-2. Throwing a tough half here. Trying for it. Now getting behind the arms. And a 1, 5-2.
If I look into the crystal ball I think it tells me this match is going to end in a pin. Somebody's going to their back and they ain't coming off.
Yep.
And I hope our guy's on top.
You're a good fan that way.
Yep. Just reiterate my geography lesson.
Now,
I am not Switzerland.
Again, this is the bump. You know, knee up the butt, bump to get him flat. It's missed sometimes. It's the finish to that chop breakdown. Got to flatten them out here. If you don't bump, then they're going to get a chance to roll you or get to your own hip. He likes to throw those legs in. Gets himself in trouble. Now he's got the wing. He's got to get his leg out there. Oh.
Yep. Caden.
Oh, there it is.
Caden.
There goes the hip. Yep, you can see it.
That far shoulder needs to stay down on his. Yep, that one you can see right there.
And he caught it. He caught it on the inside. Yep. There we go. Cheyenne gets the fall. Win the duel against Bismarck High, 42-26. Well, I tell you what, appreciate these guys inviting me to come do this. Have a little fun watching some great Class A wrestling, state of North Dakota. Do appreciate Chris Inke and myself are the ones doing this duel. Again.
Thanks for coming over.
Yes. For the Mustang, we call it Network.
Mustang Media.
Mustang Media. Well, there we go.
Thanks, folks, for tuning in. Make sure to subscribe to their YouTube page and stay close to. If you're a Twitter fan, look at Twitter, and they're usually pretty on target with which broadcast is next. So, appreciate all the fans. Appreciate you, John.
Yep, you bet. You have a good night.